What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there, man? And, shout out to the free thinkers. Today,
man, you know what? There's some artists, man, and some songs that are just a match made in heaven, and the way it works out, it's just perfect for us.
Unfortunately, the time frame wasn't perfect. So listen, we were out of town, guys. We would have jumped on this quickly. Y'all know we would have got on this like day one. So I've heard the song, if I'm gonna be honest.
I haven't heard it yet.
Ryan hasn't heard it, so it'll be like a half pure
but
reaction.
I can't wait though.
I can't wait to see what Ryan says, So I've heard the song. I mean, I haven't delved into it like that. I mean, I heard it on satellite radio. From what I heard, I liked, but that's another reason why we were like, should we do it when one of us has heard it? It's not a reaction, but fuck it. I know y'all want it from us, so.
And like I said, man, this is a match made in heaven for us, especially for this channel.
Yes.
Y'all know we rock with J. Cole and Benny the Butcher, so
yes.
This just is a perfect match, man.
Yes, indeed.
But before we get into it, man, shout out to our sponsor of this video, Gummy Shots, man. Yes. Gummy Shots is caffeine-infused little gummies. Plant-based, so it's healthy, man. It's quick. I use that on my trip to Houston, man.
What?
Without having energy drinks and stuff. Just pop it. Plant-based, healthy. It's cool, man.
We use these every day. No bullshit. Every single day. And we don't crash. It's like Ryan said, it's plant-based, caffeine-infused, convenient. We really, really, really rock with these, man. We highly recommend them. I think you guys would really be impressed with these, man, if you want that extra bit of energy. If
you guys are interested, our code is LIV20. That will be 20% off, and the link for that will be in the description below.
Once again, man, shout out to everybody that's been, working with the site, Deaf to Radio. That's our website that's dedicated to up-and-coming talent. It's a site that's dedicated to giving up-and-coming artists exposure, whether it's in rap, metal, country, whatever the case may be. The information for that beta site, because it's still a work in progress, will be in the description. We want everybody to kind of go over there, experiment with it, and just give us feedback, man, because we want that to be like the future breeding ground, man, for the dudes that's from the cloth.
And also our Instagram, Deaf to Radio. Lost in Vegas is now Deaf to Radio, DEAF, the number 2 radio. Don't forget to check us out on there. And everyone that's asking about that surround sound JID review, we had to put that on Instagram.
Yes.
And that is on the videos tab. And the Denzel Curry walk-in video. That's on Instagram as well. That was blocked on YouTube. I don't know why, guys.
Don't know why. Check them out. Check out the JID Surround Sound. Check out Denzel Curry walking, both on Instagram. Let's get into this J. Cole, Benny the Butcher, man. Johnny P's Caddy.
Yes. 10 to talk forward. That shit mean a lot to me. This shit don't feel as good as it look. I'ma keep it real with you. Like Soprano family. I'm straight, though. Street shit made me what I am today, niggas. Know I went so hard for this shit. I deserve this shit, niggas. Butcher coming, nigga. This ain't my story about rags to riches. More about how I mastered physics. In the game, I used to train like Rocky, catching chickens. I was nice, but they was right when they told me that rapper business. I had 10 bands in my stash when I passed over $500,000. Come easy, no good. Don't be surprised I'll last these niggas. It's like they put out a smash, then they gone in a flash and minute. And then they make tracks and disses like that's gonna add up the digits. They showing fake racks and pictures like that's gonna attract the bitches. That was really me, nigga. I ain't have to act and conflicted. Only difference is I'm living. And I would've whacked one of them niggas who knew that after drug dealing I still be casual, spending mil plus annual income. So here's my manual, then some. And this east side shit still in me. My ability to turn words to imagery. Probably the reason they gon' remember me. Figure we walk this tightrope with a feline's agility. The streets did so much shit to me I could never live civilly. I can never lead a scene without checking my mirrors visually. Come with that energy, cause some shit gon' always stick with me. They wanna know what I brought to Griselda. I say validity. They asking what work that niggas put in. I'm like, what didn't we? Then I correct through the obstacles I progress. A lot.
Man.
He always like has that haymaker in there, right? I feel like every time there's like
builds it. Like I'm gonna give you a 1, 2, hit you another one, and then bow. You know what I'm saying?
What was the joint with Royce we did where you just said like I'm the one behind the wheel when the conversation go left? It's always that like.
So what work y'all put in? He's like, shit. What didn't we do? What work we didn't put in?
They said what I bring to Griselda. He said what validity?
Yeah.
Gave him that street stamp. Gave him that extra layer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That street stamp.
He was like, I used to train like Rocky, catching these chickens, right? Getting this money, drug talk, right? I used to catch these chickens, but I thought that was a slick word play. Talking about Rocky, I was about to say Rambo, Rocky, but the same dude, right? how he used to catch the chickens to master his craft. And then he even threw a little shot there talking about fake racks. Other people got fake racks, fake money in pictures and act like that's going to attract the bitches, right? A lot of this is show money. A lot of these videos is in other people's houses and renting out boats and shit like that. Do you really, really live that life, you know? So I thought that was a nice little jab. Like, dude, I really do this.
For those of you who don't know, man, we do other genres on this channel, man. And one thing that I feel like is it seems to be the same across the board, no matter what genre you listen to, is that people identify with just bare bones, get back to real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the rock and metal world, man, there was a point in time in the 80s, man, where dudes put makeup on and they had their hair and they had the stadium rock music and it got kind of watered down. And then in comes bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden getting back to the realness, the rawness, right? The storytelling, the music sounding more fundamentally real, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever that means to you, right? And I feel like the same things happen with Benny the Butcher.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, mumble rap. He's a throwback to what made rap great. And I think when he raps, that's how I feel. I'm just like, yes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
all
so
that
true.
Other extra shit, all
That's
these.
so true.
even production-wise, the production, shout out to Alchemist, too, because I think that this fucking sample, I love the way that the soul in this. It feels like it's a classic. It feels like, I hate to say instant classic because that's ridiculous, but it feels special, right? Even in the beat, even in that sample specifically within the beat. So it's this get it out the mud mentality. He's talking about dudes that's here and gone here today, gone tomorrow, shit that we said on the channel I don't know how many times. So, and we say these things because we know what's up. You know, we know the marketing and everything, the machine that's behind why these guys are successful. We understand the sort of perpetual nonsense that constantly floods the airways, and it's cool to shake your ass, but when it's like an extreme imbalance, it becomes ridiculous. So I think that's not only did he get busy on this track, but I just think what he represents, just a throwback to the foundation shit that made hip hop great, is why people love him. And he's got this recipe. He stays in his lane and he executes his lane, his talk. I don't know about anything else. I just know what I know. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be something I'm not. And he's just like Jada, I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you this at a high level.
My ability turns words into imagery. So that's the reason people going to probably remember me. That speaks to exactly what you just said.
Vividly.
You know, because he's staying in what he knows. This is what I know. So he takes you in the mind of someone that is in the streets selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? He just does.
Or comes from it, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
When he says, figure me, I mean, I'll walk this tightrope with a feline's agility, right?
I love that line.
Slick, right? A cat is extremely balanced, right? They walk a tightrope. They walk, you know, small, confined, narrow areas in incredible fashion, right? So this street life transitioning into rap, I've tightrope this shit, right?
I'm a master at that.
Master that shit. Master physics, right? You know what I'm saying? It's how you can take it back to that. When he says the streets did so much to me, I can never live civilly. I can never lead a scene without checking my mirrors visually, right? When he talks about, you know, turning words into imagery and shit like that. Like, I have to check my mirrors when I come in, when I leave. You know what I'm saying? When I'm leaving or when I'm arriving, I need to check my surroundings in case somebody's trying, you know, somebody trying to do something to me, right? So I can never live civilly. I can never function in a sort of a normal, whatever normal means, right? Relaxed capacity, because I'm always on high alert. Because at any time somebody could do something to me. So it's the post-traumatic stress of being in the streets. So again, when he says certain lines, and it's just pure uncut, straight to the point.
It's ether.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's hard. And before we get back to it, man, I said this in a recent video that we did on the metal side. I said there was a band that we were doing. And they weren't really trying to reinvent the wheel. They weren't doing anything, I would say, that we haven't heard before. But the recipe that it's just like Raising Cane's going to McDonald's or In and Out or some shit. Outside of the fries, In and Out, Raising Cane's. They only have a limited menu, but what's on that menu, they got it.
They do it the best.
They do it really well. And it's effective. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I look at Benny. He's not trying to dazzle you with quadruple entendres and all these conceptual crazy. It's just, I'm going to tell my story in the pure uncut way. I'm going to be clever with it. And I'm going to hit hard with impactful bars. So anyways, man, let's get back to it. I ain't want to talk your ear off, man. I just really appreciate what Benny's doing on this track, though. All right, man, let's get back to it.
Come with that energy, cause some shit gon' always stick with me. They wanna know what I brought to Griselda. I say validity. They asking what work that niggas put in. I'm like, what didn't we? Problems, then I correct through the obstacles I progress. Illogical for them to feel they responsible for our success. Besides Kanye West, tell me who else I gotta respect. Cause I'm kinda perplexed. It's about time that I got my respect. It's the butcher, nigga. Let's go.
About time that I got my respect, it's the butcher, nigga. Yeah. Cold fucking world. Griselda shit, you know what I mean?
Griselda.
You know what it is, nigga. When I show up, I'm on 10, nigga, not 9. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real ones here, the young boy that walked with lions around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying, got these nerves thinking that you niggas hard as iron, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth, no I never stress in the booth.
Talk to him.
I'm telling you what. Cole, man. Cole. You know what? Before we get into the verse, though, man, because that was hard. I want to touch that because I know he just started. But I think this is such a great pairing.
It is.
You know, because I think, when you look at Benny's, the way his rap style is, it's like, the butcher coming, it's got a like an aggressive, like undertone to it, which it just speaks to my primal side. I really love that shit. And which is why I like that gangster talk. But you look at how Cole approaches things, and it's equally impactful. He's on the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying. A real one's here, a young boy that walks with lions. You know what I'm saying? Around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. I was like, this nigga. But the way he did that shit, it was beautiful, and it almost. Like I said, it matches the energy, but just in a different way. He's like, yeah, that was cold, but let me show you that it's a fucking cold world out here. You know what I'm saying? He's a real one's here. It was when I was born, all kinds of shit was happening. It was like, damn, it might be Armageddon in this motherfucker because I'm one of a kind too, bruh.
Yeah.
I thought that
he said
beautiful.
God was crying.
Yeah.
This creation? He's like, I did my thing with this creation, huh?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I put my foot in this one.
And he said, I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying.
That one?
I love that line, man.
Let's talk about it.
Hip hop's in a state of emergency. I'm trying to revive this shit. You know what I'm saying? Of a sport that's dying. The people that we identify the most with when it comes to hip hop, man, are people like Cole, people like Benny the Butcher, man, because it almost seems like the essence, and I'm not saying that this is the case, guys, but I feel like the essence of hip hop has gotten, the waters is muddy.
I know this is the J. Cole verse, man, but Wale had one of the illest lines, and it's just so simple and straightforward, but it's one of the illest lines, man, and it summed up what rap is. He said, this rap shit is a lick. That's what Wale said.
Yep.
This rap shit is a lick, and he's just over it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lick. For those of you who don't know what a lick is, it's just a get rich quick money scheme. You know what I'm saying? It's not about your talent. It's not about your passion and the effort you put into your art. It's just about what can I do? What kind of trend can I follow to get to the money? Not give a fuck about the art I put out. I'm just here to get to the bread. You know, it's about getting the bag. You know, so when someone like Cole comes in and says, you know, I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, that's the reason why it's dying. That's one of the many reasons, at least, why it's dying. Right? It's just a commodity to be bought and sold. By people who don't give a fuck about it. And I just think that that's his job as one of the leaders of a new school. He's just aware of his position and how he can hopefully right the ship.
And the lick in this case is the guns and drug bars that y'all rely on.
One of the many licks, man.
Right? Yeah.
One of the many. Yeah,
right? You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? And that's just kind of what it is, right? Because you can always go back to insert rapper here talking about guns and drugs, right? And really not creative in how they're doing and really don't care about the craft like you say, like you just illustrated there. But it's the lick, right? You can make money on it. This is what people want to hear, right? Because I'm not comfortable with lying.
I can do that too, though.
Yeah.
If I wanted to bar you up with the gun bars, even though I never picked up a gun in my life, never shot a gun, I can do that. I can do that. But I'd rather just be true to myself and tell my story, which I thought, fuck rap. I just thought that's what it was in music, to kind of examine your own perspective and your your sort of view of the world, and
Yep.
I thought that that's what it was supposed to be about.
So I got these nerds thinking that, these rappers, your favorite rapper that does these drugs and gun bars are as hard as I am. He was like, nah, they just, comfortable with lying. He's like, I'm really, I'm really
integrity.
nice with this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no integrity. I don't give a fuck. I'm just fuck trying to be true to myself and any integrity whatsoever. I'm just gonna lie and get to the bag. And hey, man, feed your family, I guess. Let's get back to it, man. Loving Cole's verse so far.
But that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth. No, I never stress in the booth. They feel the pressure, me, I feel like I just left a masseuse. Effortless, how I'm skating on these records is proof. I put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose. Cold world, the heater blast to your speaker. He the last of Mohicans, no weaklings last in my sneakers. Nigga want me on the song, he gon' see the wrath of the reaper. I'm probably gon' go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. I'm higher than niggas that don't need a bag full of reefer. Some see the glass is empty, I see a glass full of ether. Collecting his bread and mash like he a Catholic preacher. Just to count a nigga cash, you might need a calculus teacher. Eureka, Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really no MC equal. Feel me, Copin be lethal, crip like an old MTV show. On God, the best rapper alive, headshot. Now go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied, nigga.
It's like, headshot that go
Tell the talk.
Yeah, go in there.
They'll solidify me. Like, man, this motherfucker's no joke. It is
You in the
cold.
clouds talking to Biggie. Yeah, headshot, go ask the best rappers that died. You'll be dead. So you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to talk to Biggie, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you to the afterlife and you can have that conversation, man. You know what I mean? So you understand who it is, Eureka! Einstein on the brink of the theory of relativity. Really, no MC equal. E equals MC squared, right? That's the play on the theory of relativity, Einstein, right? But Eureka, right?
Yep.
Isn't that from, I think Einstein, that comes from Einstein.
Yeah,
Eureka.
I think
like
so, yeah. MC equal to me? Nobody.
Probably go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. He's gonna body Jesus. Is that what he's saying? Like Jesus want a feature?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna body that motherfucker so bad. You know what? Fuck all that.
Yeah,
man.
you going to
I
hell.
don't give a fuck what you did in your life.
Yeah, you going to
what I'm
hell.
saying? I don't care if you were a fucking monk in Tibet. You're going to hell, man.
But I want to go back up to the beginning of his verse when we talked about when he was born, like it was like Armageddon, the lightning struck and God was crying. He finished that with around the outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. But when you think about when he says he went around the chalk lines, the outlines of people that are dying on these streets,
Yeah.
it's almost like he was here for a bigger purpose, So he was blessed enough, and he had I guess you can call it an angel or of some higher being keeping him from dying because he hasn't fulfilled his purpose yet. I thought that was just fire, the way he brought that imagery home to me. He's the last of the Mohicans, right? He was like, feeling the pressure shit. This is like, I feel like I just left the masseuse, man. The way I'm flowing on these tracks, I think he said skating on these records is proof or something like that.
Relaxed out
yeah,
here, bro.
just, it's effortless, right? So I thought the way he brought that whole I'm here for a bigger purpose to life was beautiful in this verse. He just bodied that.
It's interesting, man. The lines that you had pointed out, Ryan, like I probably go to hell if I ask Jesus for a feature, or he even said Crib like an old MTV show. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that knows about MTV Cribs and shit and what that was about. Meet the Wrath of the Reaper. Eureka, Einstein on the brink of theory of relativity. Really no MC equal. So I think that those are the lines that the vast majority of people are really gonna be like, yo, this is what makes this the most incredible verse. But the shit that gets me is when he says lines like, of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying got these nerds thinking that you as hard as I am. But that just means I ain't as comfortable as y'all with line. I know we've touched on this line, but that's what I love about Cole. I love, like, all this other stuff is just slick, cool. Like, the bars are there. The slick boasting bars, I think, is what everyone, like, peeks out at everyone. But I like the truth. J. Cole gives you the truth. All the slick talk and all that, we like that, too. Don't get me wrong. We can ooh and ah over that. But what really impresses me, man, is when someone can look at a circumstance, a situation, man, and look at it with nuance and without lying to themselves and just give you raw truth. And I think that's what it is about Cole. That's why he's one of the last of the Mohicans, right? Telling his truth, telling rap's truth. This is what's going on. I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, man. We on life support out here. Shit is scary. We are in bizarro world where, where you a TikToker doing some dumb shit can get you the most views and make you a prominent figure in hip hop, man. And it's just not an art form anymore. It's just become a circus, right? When Benny says lines like, the streets did so much shit to me, I could never live civilly, right? To really, when you have to read into what that means, when I have to read into it and I'm like, yo, this is him telling his rawest truth. I can't even function because of some of the shit that I've been through. That's what makes both these guys, that's what made this track feel natural to me.
Yeah.
It's because they both tell their truths, their real raw truths in different ways. It's straightforward. They're not trying to overdazzle you with 1,000 different, triple entendres you to death. They're just straightforward, but still slick and well written. And then you just get the bonus stuff. Like, I'll probably go to hell if Jesus asked for a feature. That's just bonus shit.
Right.
That's just bonus. But the truth is what I like, man. And Benny knows his position in the game as well. It's like, yo, at this point, y'all gotta give me my respect.
Yeah.
Like, Griselda, we've been bubbling for a while. There's no longer bubbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
We're no longer bubbling. I'm one of them dudes now. It's about time that y'all give me my respect. This is fire. And shout out to Alchemist, man. I really this is sort of a bare bones. Just like Alchemist does this, man. He makes these sort of soul samples, man. Minimalistic but hard, gutter, grimy beats. He just does this at such a high level. I love the sample in this beat, though, man.
Yeah.
That it's just amazing how something so simple can just have such an effect on how good it sounds to you. Just that the drums are simple, very minimalistic, but it just hits. So this is a great song, man. We need to start, when we get our playlist together, man, for Def to Radio, man, check out our site again, Def to Radio.
Bro.
When we get that together, we're going to start putting, like, the songs that we're rocking with. I have a feeling that this is going to stay on the playlist.
Man, this is hard. I agree, man. This is definitely going on the playlist. Playlist, probably stay list.
Oh, I know this is stay list.
Yeah. This shit is hard.
This one. There's a lot of songs. We just did a couple. There's a lot of songs. We think they're cool, and then we put them on a playlist. We rock them for like a week, and it's a wrap.
Yep.
This, I can tell. This is staying on the playlist, man. I think this is kind of special, actually, based off of second listen. Like, I think they both understood the assignment. And they came with it, man. Salute to both Benny and J. Cole on this one, man. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas.
We out.